Hey YouTube, we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and review Eagle Robo from Action Toys. It's Machine Robo Series number 3. Here's the box. And here is Eagle Robo in his robot mode,
aka
Leader
1.
Here he is in his jet mode. Another picture of him in jet mode, robot mode, and some warnings. I want to read one of the warnings because I thought it was pretty funny.
I read one that said, "Do not buy this figure because they're GoBots."
Well, there is one on here, couple actually. Do not keep this Please keep this product away from fire, heater, or any place with high temperatures to avoid deformation. You know, that's a given.
I mean, no kidding.
But the one that really entertained me was, please do not wipe this product with thinner, benzene, alcohol, which could damage the surface of this product or cause paint fading. I don't know who would do that to their figure. I mean, maybe somebody has, and that's why they said something. But that's the box. Now, as you can see, after moving the box, this is what I was talking about earlier, the flight stand. It's in a different configuration, so that way we can have him propped up to where it looks like he's kind of taking off. And as a comparison, I'll bring in a Classics Seeker here, kind of compare it. He's not as big as the Seeker at all. Cockpit's a lot smaller.
Put the Seeker. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of get a top angle of that.
There we go. Is that better for you?
Yeah.
As you can see, the Seeker is a lot bigger. I will say I do like the overall look of Eagle's robot mode, or I'm sorry, alt mode. It looks nice with the little missiles and whatnot, but I mean, that's just my preference. So, take them off the flight stand. We'll mess with that later, put that aside. Now, does come with instructions inside the box, as well as tray, and as we showed on the previous review, its own little stand. I'm gonna put this aside, but pretty much what this is it's his handgun, and when I put that together, I'll show you later on. But one thing that I did notice that was different from our rod drill, it comes with an extra little insert that gives instructions on pretty much you should do the top half of this robot prior to anything else. And then
real quick, I think the way I read those two are kind of like warnings, like, hey, be careful with this, watch out for that type of deal.
Yeah, because it's saying tip 1, the pay attention to the joint between the shoulder and the elbow. The upper body can move forward and backwards. The parts in the red can move backwards, which are these little parts here. Please pay attention to the head in both arm positions. Please transform upper body first. So there's that tip. And here is the instructions to this robot. There's the front of the instructions real quick. And the back of the instructions. So, nice little instruction sheet. So, now we're going to go ahead and put this back into robot
Real
mode.
quick.
Yeah.
I know he comes with landing gear. You want to show that off real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was digging with him earlier, and so I knew that.
I'll take these off for now. I didn't mess with the landing gear. Jack was, but he has that one there, and he has 2 little ones back here. This one doesn't roll. These 2 roll, which I don't get why they have little tires that move. Oh, I'm sorry, they don't move. It's just, remember, they don't move. Sorry. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and, if I can remember how to take this. This will fold up here. Your cockpit.
He said cock.
Yeah, I did. This has to come out gently, or that's going to happen. It's on a ball joint, so it'll pop off.
He decapitated him!
Yeah, that happened.
But don't worry, it's a ball joint. It pops right on and off.
See, just fine. Now this will go below these because eventually what happens is these pieces will come back above this, but that's later on. Let me see if I can remember this. The wings tab into the side, which right there, if I can, there we go. Untap the wings, there's the legs, so those are free. The wings tab in, I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Right there, there's the peg. So
where's the peg?
The peg, right there.
Oh yeah,
a little slot.
Yeah.
And these legs were a little odd to me on the little hinge that they're on. If you can see that, it's like a hinge on a double hinge, the way it compacts. It was just different to me. I've never really seen anything like that, the way the leg extends to become the knee and all that good stuff. The wing folds up right there. Wing folds up. This folds back. Folds back. These are the feet. They open up like so. And crotch will rotate around, which will unpeg all this stuff. So pretty much the hand out. That'll peg back in. Same thing on this side. The hand is in there. Bring that out. Lift this up so that way it can. Because these shoulders, I had a little bit of a hassle getting them in when I did this originally. It just pegs in a little funny. I just had to wiggle it. So there his arms are.
Just a little bit. Oh.
This guy. I think I did that right. Meh. Alright, so these come up.
If I had some elevator music, I'd play it right now.
You know
but
what?
I
Leave me
don't.
alone. I forgot how these.
Well, at least say something. Make some shit up, dude. Talk. That way the viewers don't get bored.
Meh. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I really did forget how these went because it was a weird. It's a weird little transformation the way the those are.
Do you want to like pause? You can take a quick break and look at the instructions.
Nah, I don't like looking at instructions.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick, like, brief second. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, we're back. Sorry, I had a little hiccup with these little shoulder, neck pegs, slots, whatever you want to call them. So, pretty much my issue was I forgot that this needs to rotate downward, and these have a little slot right here, and there's a little slot right there where it just will peg into. It's kind of hard to see on camera without popping it out. That's another issue I've been having with this figure. The cockpit here and these two little pieces, they're all on what seems to be almost the same pin back here. So it's just a lot of clutter in the back. So that's how he pegs in, and the head will go like that. Then you take these little thruster pieces and they'll rotate upward like that. This one gave me issues. They rotate a specific way, I guess. And then you'll open the arm like that. And then, oops, the cockpit will fold up like so. And that is the figure in robot mode. Now, one thing that I was noticing when I had it and I was fiddling with these little pieces when we were away, It seems like there's a horrible design flaw. I don't know if you can see there.
Mm-hmm.
My finger is on his foot, which is well above this line here. So when you sit him, he kind of sits on that. So you gotta to have any kind of foot articulate or any kind of display on this. You kind of gotta jack with the feet on it to get it to sit right because it sits on these little fins, and that's the way they go in the bot mode. It's not the greatest of design. They could have probably come up with a better way to extend that. Like I was saying, the head mold, I don't know if you can get a zoom in on that, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know what they went with there. It's like if they took a gas mask or something and threw it on him. I'm not sure. It is a little odd. So I'll put that aside real quick so that way I can bring in the pieces that I was talking about earlier to go ahead and make his weapon. Now as you can see, there's a slot and a hole right there, and what they'll do is pretty much they slot in together right there to create that. Then you take this side and right here is a slot. Let's see if I get this right. It goes right into the slot. I had trouble with it before. There it goes. Take the other side. Same thing.
Should go on the one on the top next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
So that way you have his little handle, which as you can see it's not held together the greatest, but I mean he holds it in his hands just fine. Not the greatest, but whatever. And it looks like, as you can see, there's these little slot right there. That's pretty much what helps him hold his gun. It pegs in right there, so that way he can hold it better. Now, in our last review, you saw us say that these are Scout class, maybe Deluxe class. Leader 1 here's just a little bit bigger, and we went ahead and got a Classic Seeker mold. And as you can see, in robot mode, they are about the same size. So he is a little bit bigger than the rest. I believe he costs a little more too. I want to say he was $45 from when I looked it up. So he costs a little bit more. And like I said earlier, there is a flight stand. Pigs in the same way as it did with the jet mode, which is a little funky in this mode. So it'll be like that. And then I'll just do it this way. So that way you can kind of give him, nope, that ain't gonna work. You can give him, and again, these stands aren't the greatest put together. So you can kind of give him, he's, flying away. I mean, it's a decent figure for what it is. I'm not a huge fan of this particular figure. I like the GoBots Leader 1, and just this head sculpt is killing it for me. So maybe somebody will be able to come up with a better head sculpt or something for this. For what it's worth, again, me personally, I'm not a fan of this figure. I would probably $25 if I could get it for that much. Then I'd consider it. I'm not saying I'd buy it. I'd consider it for that price. But again, thank you for watching our review on this guy. Jack, do you have anything you want to add?
Nope. Piece of shit.
Yeah, I would kind of...
Honestly, it's... Again, in their own right, they are good figures. They have good weight to them.
Oh, I did forget to mention. His feet are die-cast, and he has die-cast in his chest. Everything else seems to be,
I want to say...
plastic.
That's diecast too.
Yeah,
like
you're
this
right.
part.
The front leg
Right. So he's heavy.
panel. He does have some weight to him. I'm kind of having to make sure this doesn't topple because in the back here, it's kind of doing this. So I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't topple over. Which, there it goes.
There you go. Like I said, as much as I don't care for the GoBots, the figures themselves, this one was put together well. The only issue really was they didn't put the feet.
Yeah, they could have
enough.
They could have extended the feet just a little bit more. Because I mean, if you look at it, you know, he has a long thruster on his. They could have done something like, I understand that the foot becomes a thruster, but I mean, they did it with, the Legend Class Seekers from Hasbro. Does the same thing. It works just fine. But yeah, so please give us a like, dislike, comment, whatever you want to do for this guy. Subscribe to us. We're going to cut this one for now and move on to the next GoBot in the series. Star Wars Adam saying thank you and have a good night. Jack?
Good night.
Have a good one, guys.